Yo guys, what's up? Shadow here, welcome back to more Space Engineers. Today, we're doing the hallway, or however we want to call this bit. It's basically this part here that will go around this bend here. We'll lay that out for the most part and then see how we exactly weld it, you know, because oh, that was kind of close. I thought I would die there. Because I kind of want to figure out how round this is going to be, basically, you know, because main goal is to make the hallway is going to be like 3 blocks wide at minimum. But then when it starts to go around the corner like this, we'll have to kind of, you know, check out how it's going to look. So for now, let's just start by, you know, making like a layer like that creeps around the outside here. And then wherever we have the straight parts here, because these are the constants, so to speak, these are the ones that we're sure how they're gonna look, we're gonna put them like that. And then we're just gonna go from there and figure out how this beast is going to look in the end. But yeah, I really have to say, every time I work on this ship, I'm looking forward to it, how it's gonna go. Because I have like a rough estimate how it's supposed to be. But, you know, things always change, and it's always you're gonna look at things and suddenly something new comes up, or you figure out some new way of doing things, so yeah. Let's just put all of these blocks down. All of them. There we go. And yeah, we'll have to repaint all of it, because right now it's white. I'm gonna make it all grey, basically, and then we're gonna paint the thing in the end, basically. That's what we're gonna do. Mostly the outer hull is gonna be painted. But yeah. What we also can do right now is... Oh, now I kind of ruined the markings, but I know where they are. Cut out the window slots here, because they definitely gonna be exactly where we put them at the beginning here. So these will definitely go there. That's a constant as well. So we'll be able to, as you can see, look through the middle here. And I'm still kind of debating with myself if I should put something in this middle part or we just leave it empty. You know? Because I could technically put something there, you know, maybe an antenna or something, or some piston rotor thingamajig that just looks fancy, but I don't know yet. So we'll have to figure this out as we go along. But for now, we'll just put in the windows, and I know I'll have to go and get myself energy in a second here, which we shall do. There we go. Oh no! Dying! No! Please don't! Ah! There we go. Just getting topped off. Okay. But yeah, the hallway will then, from the hallway, we'll basically start to figure out all the other rooms, how much space we have in them, where do we put them. So yeah, this is basically gonna... We're doing this like from one part to the next, you know, finishing one part off, going to the next, and the next part always will basically tell us what we'll have to do for the next thing. Well, I think at least. I hope we're never getting to a part where I'm like, oh, I have no idea what to do. That would be kind of bad. But so far, I do have mostly ideas for what to do. Also, I think this weekend I'm actually gonna put up my VR sensors finally. I mean, my room is still a mess, but I think on Saturday and Sunday I will have, or Friday evening as well, I will have time to clean everything up. Well, for the most part. And because I have like a backlog of VR games now that I basically need to go through. I got a few Steam Connect things waiting to happen. So I should do these kind of quickly, because, you know, devs send you these keys to basically tell them how the game looks, and they want to have this information, so I don't want to, you know, just, I'm not doing the Steam Connecting to just, oh, look, free games, haha. No, I do want to tell them how I feel about the game, what could be improved. So yeah, trying to get that going this week. And then, when I finish my room behind me, basically, that means then we're completely fully moved. It's pretty much the only boxes in the house that are still unpacked, or semi-unpacked. You know, it's a lot of my Warhammer Fantasy stuff that I want to sell, and I take it all out of the boxes one by one, make a big list, and then I'll put all of that up for sale. It's gonna be, like, insane, because I got so many frickin' Warhammer stuff. You know, I collected 2 armies myself, and then one of my friends quit Warhammer, and he basically wanted to sell his army, and he like, jokingly, I think it was more of a joke, he told me, yeah, you can have it at a reduced price, and I was like, really? I was like, yeah, sure. And got a 3rd army, and then I also collected, like, singular models of armies that I didn't play just because I found them fancy, and I wanted to paint them, you know, and yeah, it's a huge collection, and I don't want to throw them away because so much effort went into it. I rather would kind of try to get them to people who actually play with these things, you know. But yeah, we'll see. Oh god, yeah, this will take a while. This will take a while to weld. Yes, indeed. Why am I Russian all of a sudden? That is absolute nonsense. But yeah, I think what I went over in the stream is, the last stream that I did, is that, basically this middle floor is gonna be, like, let's say the, utility floor? No, that's not the right word. Like the general floor, maybe? In the sense that there's all the general facilities and, things like the bridge and, you know, things that people, like public rooms, so to speak. And then the top level is going to be like the captain's and officers' quarters. And then below we'll have the normal crew and their quarters, basically. That's what I have envisioned. And then, of course, there's one maintenance floor on the absolute top and an absolute bottom, where we will run conveyors, we'll put down gravity connectors? No, gravity generators, that's the right word. And hopefully that will work out. Now what I'm still not 100% sure is where the thrusters will go. So either we'll put them like at the back of the round bit at the top, or we could put them, for example, on the wings, at least a few of them. But yeah, that is a bit of an unknown still. So this is something I still have to figure out. You know, like here. We could put some in there. Like, I think big thrusters are 3x2, right? So we could put one here, and then one, let's see, one here, and then one here. You know, like 3 in a diagonal line. And then up and down and sideways thrusters, we'll have to check where exactly they're gonna go. But yeah, we will see how that turns out. I mean, there's not much else we can do on the wings. We can put some weaponry in it, but other than that, there's not much room to really put rooms in. But yeah, I think that will probably be the most efficient way to use it. Did we weld all? No, not quite. Not quite yet. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now let's have a good think about this. Oh, let's actually put these one down as well, because these are obvious. Kinda, at least. I have the feeling we kinda want to mirror the movement of the wall of the inner ring. If that makes any sense. I will explain in a second, once I have some more blocks and some more energies. But I think that would be the best thing, because then we could kind of try to mirror how the hallway looks, and then put slopes accordingly, and then it should technically look quite good, I hope, for the most part. Right. So what I mean is, let me just weld these. We'll start here. So the baseline is that there's always a 3 wide part of the floor. So now I see there the wall goes inwards 1, so we'll mimic that here, right? And then it will go like that, and then so we always have, there's nowhere is gonna be a part where the floor is bigger than let me just, oh Jesus, that is upsetting now. Hold on. I need to get rid of some blocks first before I do that. There we go. That is upsetting. Good thing I noticed it. Otherwise I really would get mad. Let me replace those. Ah, that still happens every once in a while. It's annoying, but yeah. There we go. So I just have to check that that actually looks good. So let's continue this pattern. So here it's going to be 1, 2, 3, like that. And it's also going to go for 2 blocks. How does that look? And then what we could do, what I thought we could do, is we put some of these bad boys in, you know? Oh, okay, not that one. That one is a bad one. Nobody wants the small one. There we go. Let's just make one section here to test how this whole thing looks and feels. Let's complete this section. Although that would probably make it so that during the diagonal sections it's smaller than 3. And then on the straight bits it is 3 wide. Which we'll have to figure out if that is a good or a bad thing. I have the feeling it's probably a good thing. But we'll see in a second. Let's also put the ceiling on top too. Just so we have an approximation of how this actually looks in practice. So let's put all of these blocks down, which are all the right blocks this time, not the weird looking ones. Let's put that down, and yeah, that's actually okay. So let us weld all of these bad boys. If we have enough material, that is, of course. Oh, we'll also have to think about oxygen in the main hallways. We'll have to think about that too. Now that I'm thinking of it, because we obviously have oxygen in the main rooms, but we'll have to have it in the hallways too, obviously. Which I think it would probably be the best to do it like in the same vein as this. Probably. I mean, on the top, as far as I'm concerned, on the top we'll have the same structure, right? So we could, on the top, we could have... Inventory full. Oh, whoops. Let me do that real quick. We could have a conveyor run through here, you know? Inventory. Technically speaking, right? Then you would have on the top level, you would have kind of a conveyor that runs through the middle of the hallway, but actually that's kind of... Hold on, that's kind of bad. That doesn't... Oh wait. I have to consider that on the top level everything is a bit is moved by one block, technically speaking. Oh wait, let's remove that one. Remove that one, and then the hole is going to be here.
Energy low.
Which would mean that the conveyor on the top level is going to run along the. Can we remove that? Oh, that is a problem indeed. So on the top level, it might have to kind of move zigzag, you know, like that. Yeah, okay, we'll get to that once we get to it. But I think this is the best way, to just have it like that. And then from the lower levels, I don't want to feed it right through here. I think we might even have some conveyor run down on the lower levels. And then basically just feed it to the lower levels from here. So we don't have to run it through here. You know what I mean? I think that's probably the best solution. Okay, let's check how this looks. So we could... Oh, hold on. We'll have to actually get this even further in. Like that, otherwise it will not be consistent. And yeah, I think that could look pretty good. Let me weld that block too. And also these two.
Energy critical.
Of course. So yeah, you will go like that, and then here you'll have the big windows. Yeah, I think that works, right? That this is spacious enough. Now, what I'm not quite sure is about the lighting. It kind of would have to be... Well, we'll have to see how the lighting goes. But yeah, okay. So let us try to pull this off for the... Let's just try to put the flooring down, right? So... Oh, well, this is gonna get complicated now. Yeah, because it's very, very sharp corner here, is it? Yeah, we'll have to... Oh, God. Yeah, this is actually gonna be more complicated than I anticipated. I think it would have to be something along the lines of this, right? I think... And then maybe we have some more space here in the corner, because we could here have some access to more rooms. Oh, no, Jesus. Energy. Ah! Please! Ah! There we go. Ah, typical. Also, you know, I'm experimenting right now, because, you know, I've been splitting my recordings in two parts as of late, because of problems I had with my recording software. So... Now I'm trying to go for as long as I can with one, just to see how long it actually goes. Right now it's on 18 minutes, which is record, almost. I have the feeling it's gonna cut soon, so if you see a cut, you know why. Because it crashed. I'm trying to look at it now regularly, just to see when it goes boom, basically. We'll see. Also, it's kind of interesting to see the delay. But yeah, okay. So it goes around this, like that. And then we'll have to at least have... Oh, God. It's really kind of hard to visualize this right now. Also, we'll have to replicate this for the other sections as well. Otherwise, this is going to get chaotic. Okay, I think... So wait, this would also continue like that, wouldn't it? This would just go on. Like so. Right? And then... Here's where I would say it opens up into a bit more spacious... area. Let me just try to figure out how this is gonna actually look like. So it goes... Yeah, I think that is that correct? Am I doing this correct? Something tells me this is wrong. I don't know why. And then it's 1, 2, 3, and then the wall is gonna be basically here, right? I'm just trying to visualize it. I'm not 100% sure. Right, and there's gonna be a wall here as well, isn't there? Now I'm absolutely unsure. The thing is, once we have figured out how that is supposed to look, then we can just copy it for the most part, if we remember how to do it, that is. But yeah, we'll have to figure it out first. Because right now it looks kind of weird. Okay, you know what? Let's complete the wall section here, the wall pattern, so to speak, with these half blocks or half slopes, however you want to call those. Right. Oh wait, the corner is right here, is it not? Oh yeah, I think I'm overthinking this, like, way too hard. I thought the corner was here, but that's not true. The corner is right here. So this is gonna be like that, I think. Let's replicate that pattern on the other side. So it's 1, 2, 3, yeah, like that. It's just to use the bottom row here, just to explain how it's supposed to look. Oh god. Orientation, please! Oh, I have the T key, of course I have pressed. My eternal nemesis, that is. Ugh. Now we're going for 22 minutes. Maybe my problem just has evaporated, but I believe it will crash, like, soon-ish. We'll see if that is true. Okay, so how many blocks does it go here? I think that's from the doorway, which we don't have. Well, actually, it is from the doorway over there as well. So that's one. Let's take this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 2 more, and then it should start to look similar-ish. Right. And that means, let me just to put a block there because it's irritating me. Yeah, there it is. Before there was like a thingy there that happens if you put slope blocks without a block behind it. They will get like a weird, I don't know, like a weird clipping thing. I don't know how to describe that, but you know what I mean. Right, and then I think it just goes. Hold on. How does that continue, this pattern? Am I crazy now? Am I too dumb to recognize the pattern here? Haha, your recording problem still exists. It's about 20 minutes that I can record, it seems. But yeah. So, how does that look in the end? What kind of block do we put here? There's no block that fits. Right? Am I drunk? I don't think there exists a block that fulfills this requirement here. Yes? No? Am I insane? I don't believe I am. It would have to be like that, but it would have to be even filled even more, like through here. And I don't know, that block doesn't exist. So we have to kind of jinx this a little. Well, jinx it. You know, kind of fix it in a way, make it different. And I believe I have to make it something like that. Oh yeah. I know what to do here. I know what to do. We'll basically make this branch off into a different hallway from here. Something. I think. Let me think for a second. Something like that. Did I place the right blocks? Yeah. Something along this line. Making it branch off, basically. You know what I mean? So you walk here and then you get to this part and then it basically opens up into this part. Or rather, which I think is even smarter, will make the branch off even bigger. Like so. And either we're gonna have it a angled branch off, or it's gonna be straight. Because when we want to put in doors, we'll have to put them on straight. We cannot put doors in angled hallways. So we have to think about that. That's actually something they should put in Space Engineers as well right now. You know, we have now the angled railings. It's time for angled doors, don't you think? Diagonal doors. That would be a cool thing, wouldn't it? Jeez, I would love those things. And then you could have, like, the perfect diagonal doors and then the half-block diagonal doors. Jesus, that would be cool, right? They need to put that in at one point. Potentially not as DLC, I would say, because these doors would be kind of essential, in my opinion.
Energy low.
But what do I know? I'm not the one making DLC, so... Right. So it would branch off into, like, a space like this. And then from here we could have maybe access to... Yeah, you know, for example, we could have, like, access to 2 different rooms. Just like that. So we have a little alcove here. And then we'll have access to this room, which will have an angled wall like this. And this room, which will have, like, an angled wall like this. Yes, I think that's how we're going to do it. That's exactly how we're going to do it. So, let me start putting in the second level. Basically going to do this section by section, I think. Because that's the way you can get a feel for it, if it looks good or not, right? So we'll start putting on the second level right now. Just like that, and then we'll also have some blocks behind here. Just so we have the proper walls. I mean, there's nothing behind it yet, but we'll remedy that in a hot minute. Well, probably not. Not in this episode, but in a few episodes there will be something behind it. I just want to see, there was a space pirate thingy around that was patrolling, but it disappeared already. There's still that unknown signal on the planet. Is that a new one, or is that there since ever? It must be a new one, right? Would be kind of crazy if that was like some new weird unknown signal nobody has seen so far, and I'm just ignoring it because, yeah, it's probably just a draw. Ah! Fuck nuggets. Sorry. That's why I play a lot of creative, because that doesn't happen in creative. No, but survival is still great. You know, I really start to appreciate survival games more and more. I have to be honest, before I started putting things on YouTube, I played a lot of games on, like, easy mode, basically. You know, I copped out of a lot of things in games. Because, you know, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just doing this for my own fun, so I'm cheating, I'm putting down the difficulty, yada yada yada. And that robbed a lot of my enjoyment for games, I figured out now. And when I put things on YouTube, you know, I try to, you know, I'm not like a pro or something, so I'm not playing on the most difficult settings and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm trying to do at least something that is a challenge a bit, you know. So that really helped me with the enjoyment of games. I mean, the other game that I'm playing right now, Kenshi, if you've seen a video of that, that is quite a hardcore game for my standards, and I enjoy the hell out of it. I mean, getting beaten up by bandits, having to run away all the time because you're a one weak little nobody, it's enjoyable in the right setting. And I think when I wouldn't put that on YouTube, like ages ago, I probably would have just put everything on easy mode and played the game for like 5 hours and then thought, oh, that's not fun anymore, let's do something else. But I think I've played about 40 hours of Kenshi in the last 2 weeks, which is insane. Well, to be fair, some of it was on pause when I was eating something, or sometimes I would just leave it there and do some things with my fiance, watch some series or something, and I would just leave it on pause, which I think still counts to the hours of play, right? So yeah, absolutely fan of Kenshi, I have to say. Great freaking game. Just like Space Engineers, great freaking game. Okay. Oh, yeah, we have to... you know what? Now that I see this, I think it would be better to even do that. Because that looks kind of awkward. This, the hallway goes like this and then, like, bends like that. That looks really awkward. So I think this is even better. So we have a large open space. And that helps you a little bit more to see through this whole... station. It makes the station a bit more... How do you say that? Opaque? No, that's the wrong word. But yeah, makes it a lot more easy to navigate because you're not always in these enclosed hallways. So you're coming from here, like, you see, oh, there's these two things, there's the bridge. Yeah, I think that works, right? Maybe we put something... Oh, you know what? We could... No, that's... No. I was just thinking out loud. I thought maybe we could put the oxygen things here. But no, I want a lamp here for sure. Or maybe... let me just brainstorm this. A pillar? Pillar? No pillar. Pillars need to be placed with intent. Otherwise it will look stupid. At least that's what I think. You cannot just put some random pillars in a room. That will look stupid. They need to look like they belong there. And that definitely didn't look like it belonged. Right. Let me try to get as far as we can. Basically, I want to, complete this sector here, and then we'll start basically with the rooms here, the next rooms. I don't want to make 5 episodes of me welding the hallway. That is, the hallway is basically my way to have some time to think about my next steps, basically, because it's not a task I have to think about much now that I know how to do it. So I can think about what I want to put in the halls, in the rooms. All right, let's weld these. Of course, that's not gonna be enough. Who would have thunk it? There we go. Right. Oh, we should probably make some more, right? Just to refill all these, like... I think I already spent about 10,000 steel plates on this. Minimum, I would say. Probably edging more towards 15,000, to be honest. Okay, let's do the test. We walk through here. We'll see. Ah, yes. We'll put, like, some couches here and there, maybe some potted plants, which really make a room look more lively, I have to say. So we'll walk here. We'll have, I don't know, mess hall or something. Maybe the toilets. I don't know. And then we'll move over here. Yeah, that works, right? I think that works. Good. So let me just... I don't know. From what do we need a screenshot for the thumbnail here? Sometimes it's really hard to figure out what I should put on the screenshot. Like hallway construction? I mean, that doesn't really say much, from up here. But yeah, okay. So next time, we're going to figure out what these 2 rooms are going to be. I really have to think toilets. One of them is going to be toilets. Maybe, like, here's going to be male toilets and female toilets. Or maybe in Space Engineers in the future, there'll only be unisex toilets. I don't know. Well, there's no pissoirs, so what the hell, right? So we'll just make a bathroom, probably. We'll make a mess hall. Maybe not at the front, maybe more at the back. So there could be, maybe some storage would be interesting to put here, like spacesuits, weaponry, something like that. We'll figure it out. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.